Hello and welcome to a YouTube video on the Collapsing World mod for Hearts of Iron 4. I'm just going to apologize in advance. I don't know if you can really tell, but I'm feeling a little under the weather, so my voice is a little off. At the same time, this is probably the first video you're watching of mine because it's my first video I've ever made, so maybe you won't even notice a difference. I had the weirdest feeling ever when I woke up this morning. I mean, part of it was, I feel like shit because I'm sick. But the other was that I really feel like I want to play Rosa Luxemburg. Now, see, the problem with that is that that's not really something you can do most of the time. Playing Rosa Luxemburg, what's that even mean? So I started looking. It turns out there is one in which you could play Rosa Luxemburg, so I figured, what the hell, let's play Rosa Luxemburg. I have never played this mod before. I have no idea what I'm going into. It could be insane, it could be terrible. But let's check out Collapsing World. Wow. Yeah. A lot of Germanys. Hey, I believe in Rosa. Let's get this done. On a fateful day in 1919, during the ongoing Battle of Paris between the German Kaiserreich and the French Republic, democratic politicians rose up against the Kaiser and demanded his abdication. The country was thrown into a brutal civil war between monarchist, nationalist, and Republican forces. Yet, in the cities, a new movement was growing stronger each day. The Spartakusbund, led by the revolutionaries Rosa Luxemburg and Karl Liebknecht, was about to change the fate of Germany. In cities such as Berlin, Leipzig, Hamburg, and Stettin, the Spartakists launched armed uprisings, starting a new front in the Civil War. The front slowly solidified until the decisive Battle of Berlin took place in late 1921. Failure came, however, as the Republic successfully pushed the Spartakusbund militias out of the city. Now the fronts have stalled and we have a temporary ceasefire with the Republicans. It is time to prepare to finish the Spartacus revolution once and for all. Alright, interesting. So, like I said, I don't really know the lore of the collapsing world. Zooming out a little bit while keeping this open, we can see. I'll just close that. The world does seem to be collapsing a bit. There's a lot of nations on the board. Americas are relatively unchanged, it looks like, but Jesus. We'll see how my CPU handles all these free oh my god, what the hell? Israel in India? I'm sure there's some sort of weird schizophrenic actual historical thing that is why that's there, but I have no clue. So just for the Rosa Luxemburg situation, as you might be aware if you clicked on this video, maybe you don't, in that uprising that Liebknecht and Luxemburg led against the German government in, I believe it was it 1918 or 1919? They were defeated. They were betrayed by Friedrich Ebert, by the SPD, which was, they used to be, years before this, Luxemburg and Liebknecht had been part of the SPD, and they had this split, and then the SPD sided with the central government against Rosa Luxemburg and Karl Liebknecht, and without any sort of centralized control over the disparate revolutions that were rising up across Germany. Luxemburg and Liebknecht were hunted down by the Free Corps, this group of like ultra-nationalists, right-wing militias that were sanctioned by the German government to go find them and kill them. And then I believe Luxemburg was like, she was executed and dumped in a river. Which sucks. I mean, sucks is an understatement. One of the great what could have happened of history. Rosa Luxemburg was a fascinating figure. Brilliant. She had disagreements with Lenin, but she was also a close ally. And what could have happened had the revolution taken the highly industrialized center of Europe that Marx actually theorized the revolution, the workers' revolution, would come from. Had Luxemburg taken Germany, what could have been different in history? Who knows? I guess we'll be playing that today. So, starting situation is rough. Only 11 factories. That's not great. We got a naval dockyard. I don't think I'm going to be using that at all. And this is interesting. Okay, so we've got a whole separate, I guess, this is 1922. So we're going to be different than the normal game, which makes sense. Okay, so we have the normal years, like, tank stuff, just taken into the past. I guess probably just to make the game more interesting. I don't know if the stats are different. We also have the infrastructure folder. Infrastructure construction speed, infrastructure state level. Huh. Well, that's cool. This does look like a pretty promising mod. I'll be interested to see where it goes. So I just wanted to hop back in. I was setting up the original country situation. I wanted to see, you know, what was going on around here. Looking through the parties, we got Ernst Thälmann leading the Bolshevists. Rosa Luxemburg is leading the Marxists, which I guess like the center, the Orthodox Marxists. Then the Libertarian Socialists here, which is interesting. The SPD. And then the SPD here, led by Hermann Göring, which I find pretty funny. Something social democracy is objectively the moderate wing of fascism. Is that the line? But that's pretty sick. And then obviously not a ton of support for any of the Marcus Aurelius. And then the Prussian pagan. Alright, so this is one of those mods. Now just... Oh my god. Oh wow. This is a big mod. I hadn't looked at this yet. What the hell? Who's it? There's a lot of content here. I didn't expect there to be this much. Oh, wow. Alright. I'm not even joking. I just looked up what mod could I play as Rosa Luxemburg, and I clicked on it, and I had no idea what to expect. This is fantastic. Look at the art for these. This is really well done. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this. I'm super excited to check out this mod. Okay, I guess I'll stop lollygagging and get started because I've got a lot of content ahead of me. I guess we just start with Rise Germany. I'm so sorry if there's anyone German watching this. Vereinigt für ein neues Deutschland, which I get for the new Germany. Well, let's get started. So we've come now to the first major decision. It looks like I made my way through the initial focuses. We've got the Congress of the Spartakusbund, which is where we decide who's going to be leading the revolution forward. And it looks like we've got actually too many options to put on a single decision thing. But the Dem Socs, which I guess is the Libertarian Socialists. This is Karl Liebknecht taking over. Rosa Luxemburg continues. Ernst Thälmann, or the DAA, is this like the Nazi one? Yeah, Ribbentrop. Oh my god. Well, alright. I think you know what we're going today. I said I wanted to play Rosa Luxemburg, so Rosa Luxemburg will continue the work, I suppose. Did some other stuff. I did little stuff. It's only been a couple months. I appointed Clara Zetkin for 500 PP. Because we're girl bossing today under Rosa, and she's a women's rights activist. She also gives us some stability, some Marxism and SOCDEM support, and then political power gains, so I figured that would be useful. And then we appointed Hans Spidel to be the head of our army, because I want to get, here it is, ideological loyalty. We need that portrait of Marx up there so we can start just producing men out of thin air. Nothing much going on in the rest of the world yet, although there was one thing. I think Rockefeller, yeah, the world is collapsing. Oh my god, it's always something, isn't it? Big Bill. Sorry, just quickly to hop back in, I gotta say some of these focuses are terrific. We've got criticized nationalists, which is just the dumbass Rosa Luxemburg with a big ass grin and a gun. Say nationalism and socialism do not go hand in hand. Minus 5% national syndicalism. That's fantastic. And then another one, Among Us. The democratic socialists are not our friends. And then we get this terrific image. I gotta say, whoever's making these focus icons, they they're doing a fantastic job, and they should continue doing this because this is great. I'm sorry. I'll be back when something actually happens next. Alright, now things are about to get interesting. So the Free Corps over here got, I think, annexed by the Social Democrats in Bavaria, so that's interesting. Or wait, was this the Free Corps? I don't know. Something's going on over here. Some people got moved around. Something's going on up here. That guy is really handsome. But Friedrich Ebert here has shown his true colors, and apparently is just like a conservative now. That's sick, and he's justifying on us. There was a quick war that I did down here to take Pilsudski's little chunk of, what is this, Saxony over here. And I took that. I was going to record that, but the war was literally so quick it wasn't even worth it. It was like a week long. I just snaked all the VPs, and so he's justifying on us here. We've got countries in a pretty solid space. Good industrial buildup. So the war has begun. They declared on us. At the same time, the communists up here declared on Himmler. So I guess we're rooting for our friends in the north. Something tells me it might not go their way. But here we are. It's a pretty even match, I think, along most of the front line here. My divisions might be better. Yeah, they're mostly just inf blocks with recon. Oh no, they do have some stuff. I guess I'll do little pushes, trying to get little encirclements. I'd say the war has progressed pretty well, taking out 137,000 of the traitorous SPD forces, lost 22,000 of my own. So that's victory. We've united North Germany here. Now we have to turn our eyes to the rest of Germany. I hope, maybe, I don't want to support them if they're going to end up being an enemy, but if I can get only a few more divisions in the field, I can send volunteers to help the communists here. I think just for LARP reasons is probably good to do. This guy's a Marxist-Leninist. He's probably aligned with me, and it's better him than the traitorous SPD. But definitely don't want Himmler still on the board. He's, I don't know if you've heard of this guy. If you're a history buff. So I briefly sent some volunteers over to, what are they called? The United German Soviets over here. But I decided, I don't know if they're going to end up my enemy. I don't want to keep helping them directly, maybe. So instead I'm going to turn my focus and rest on my laurels, just start moving down into Bavaria. there we go. That was definitely a bit sloppier, my first one. Looking back on it, maybe this front line, very few supply hubs was not the best place to attack from given this position. It would have made more sense to, sweep through the plains here and then go down, big front line. Yeah, whatever. You'll live and you'll learn. So, obviously just going to annex the whole thing and get ready for the final war of unification. And now, in a classic leftist episode, Rosa's feminist legions will lead us to victory against a state which has essentially the same exact ideology that we do. This one I expect to be easier than the Bavarian adventure, also because of, well, the terrain, their lack of people, staff the front line, their last stand, the war starts and getting their unit strength deleted. I think this one will be over quick. War was over so quick that there's no peace deal screen. Okay. Open trade, and that is the last of the others, meaning that Germany is basically reunified. But hell yeah, Rosa Luxemburg has reunified this land. Now the question is, where do we spread the revolution? We've got Tukhachevsky at our back, who might be a bit flawed. I'm not liking the little symbol I'm seeing on his state flag. But, in the grand scheme of things, is probably an ally. The Czechoslovaks, authoritarian Democrats, same thing with the Austrians, same thing with the Swiss. So maybe the play here is just to do a classic Netherlands, Belgium, France maneuver. Will the British get involved if I do that? I guess we'll have to see. So, oh, here we go. We have reunited Germany. And there's a super event, but I don't hear any music. Oh shoot, did I turn off the music? Spartacus Balloon reunites Germany. Rosa Luxemburg, hell yeah. Girl power.
Und weil der Mensch ein Mensch ist, drum braucht was zum Essen, bitte sehr. Es macht ihn eingeschwätzlich satt, das schafft kein Essen her. Links, zwei, wo der Platz genossen ist. Weil ich im Jahr bald heimreist, wenn du auch ein Arbeiter bist.
That's about it. We have reunited Germany. Now, I think I'm probably going to end this little episode off here. We have successfully reunited our nation. Rosa Luxemburg has led us to victory. Luxemburgism is our ideology. I don't know, was that there before? She's got our whole deal now. And we see Poland's doing an invasion, it looks like, of the Baltics. Pretty sick. Now, I think I'm going to do a follow-up episode where we start to spread our revolution abroad. Maybe take on France, maybe take on the Czechs and the Austrians. We'll see what comes. It looks like we still got a pretty solid amount of content to get into. So that'll be a fun little thing to play through. So thank you so much for watching. Please, do the whole like, comment thing, whatever. I'm not very good at this yet. But if you enjoyed this at all, please just let me know, because that'll motivate me to keep doing it, and I do need that motivation. So thanks so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.